Monday, March 4th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East here with you. First of all, it was a chilly day yesterday. Did not feel like a March day whatsoever. Look at that high in Boone at 25 degrees yesterday and 40s across most of the foothills and the Piedmont and even some coastal areas. Only hitting 50 in Wilmington, 46 in Jacksonville, Charleston, only at 48 for a high temperature on Sunday afternoon. Look at Boone, I should say, at Banner Elk rather. It is 10 degrees right there in Banner Elk. Dew point at 8 with a calm wind. It's just a very cold morning all across the region. Quiet morning too. Nothing on the radar here. You have a little band of some light snow stretching all the way from Minnesota through eastern Iowa, Illinois, parts of Kentucky, a few flurries down around Nashville. And that's just ahead of an advancing warm front. Our next storm system, not much precip with it as of yet, but it's beginning to take shape there in parts of the Plain States. Here we are by this afternoon, low pressure over eastern Oklahoma, moving off to the east. And as that system pulls into our region tomorrow, we will have some rain spread on in. And we will have some showers off and on as the day goes on, maybe even a few rumbles of thunder as well. Now, as that low pressure deepens, and I'll show you some more charts on this coming up in just a moment, but as that low pressure deepens, colder air comes in behind it, and that's where we'll see where a little band of snow will set itself up that could scrape through parts of North Carolina. This looks like a big snowstorm for the Virginias, but some accumulating snow could certainly make it down into parts of North Carolina. Let me show you the RPM and its snow totals with this system. And there you go. It winds up pivoting that band. And of course, the end of the run here kind of clips the end of this, but the band ends up pivoting there through northeastern parts of North Carolina. Here is the latest European model. Not much, although there is a little bit of accumulating snow in the northern tier of North Carolina. The GFS keeps everything well off to the north. In fact, it even makes this a big northeast snowstorm. And finally, I'll show you the NAM here and what it's printing out for snow totals. It also is further north in terms of the Virginias, similar to the GFS. And once you get outside of the mountains, very little snow in North Carolina. So let me kind of dissect this, and I'll show you the model that is most aggressive with snow in North Carolina, and that is the Canadian. So there is the upper level chart off of the Canadian, valid Wednesday morning. And really, even though there's been some adjustments, by and large, the modeling has handled the track of this upper low pretty well. There's been a slight northward adjustment over the past 36 hours on some models, but considering where we have been with the models for the past several days, it's not been a bad job overall at all, considering all the moving pieces in the atmosphere. But again, there's the Canadian model. Let's go out to 48 hours. You'll see the showers, rain showers pressing in tomorrow. And then here we are by 60 hours, low pressure is moving east near the Outer Banks. The upper level dynamics really kicking in. And so by 66 hours, there is your band of snow on the Canadian, right in this area, right there. And then you go 6 hours later, and that is really hitting places like eastern Virginia, up into parts of Maryland and D.C., and to some extent pretty hard with the snow. Now let me show you on the color contours what that looks like here. And I will say this, initially as the precip first moves in, it could be a little bit of sleet or ice in the mountains, but even there it'll quickly kick over to rain, it appears, in most spots tomorrow. But as the dynamics kick in, you can notice that first of all, heavy snow occurring. This is valid overnight Tuesday night in parts of the Virginias, but then as the dynamics continue to get involved, there's your snow working down into parts of North Carolina, mainly north of I-40, and that ends up translating into northeastern parts of North Carolina thereafter. Okay, some other models. Again, let me go back to the 500 millibar chart. There's the Canadian at 60 hours. There's the European, 60 hours. Pretty good agreement overall, and so the scenario on the European here, there's your low pressure sitting by daybreak Wednesday near the Outer Banks. 6 hours later, it slowly lifts to the north, and your band of snow tries to pivot into the northernmost parts of North Carolina. 6 hours later, and that little precip area makes it in the northeastern parts of North Carolina. Now the GFS is further north with everything by a little bit of a margin here. This is Daybreak Wednesday, 6 hours later, clipping very briefly and lightly into northeastern North Carolina with the snow, and then further north it goes, all the way up into the northeastern United States. And I just wanted to show you this. This is the RPM model, and look at the snow amounts this cranks out up in the Virginias. Big, big, big snow event is quite possible. All right, now on the HPC charts, there is their Day 2 probability of at least an inch of snow. That would be until 7 a.m. Wednesday morning. Tomorrow into Wednesday morning. Oh, well, looks like it jumped on us here. Let me see if I can get that chart back for you. There we are. So yeah, there's your probabilities, the mountains and the northern foothills. And there's your Day 3 probabilities of an inch of snow. That would be Wednesday morning onward through the day Wednesday. The Day 2 probabilities of 4 inches of snow. And then there's your Day 3, Wednesday, probabilities of 4 inches of snow. So the bottom line here is that unless some big changes take place, this looks mainly like the biggest snow certainly would be up into the Virginias. But I do still think parts of northern and northeastern North Carolina could wind up with some accumulating snow depending on how that band pivots through the region. So I'd say anywhere from I-40 and points north still has the chance at least to get some snow on the ground. Better chances looking like they're shifting into northeastern North Carolina, but we'll kind of have to see how this plays out. Still have another 24 hours or so of modeling to fine-tune this. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.